Yeah, you know, these boys see this shit, Starbucks, I like this shit. Like usual, I'm actually leaving work. What the fuck? Well, you gotta see my face for a little bit. Yeah, vlogging again. I actually didn't even upload the last vlog. I'll probably do that tonight and do this one right after. But this is the vlog I wanted to do last night, but I actually forgot. But somebody had asked me, like a couple people, somebody in person asked me one time, and then another person on, I think it was Instagram or Facebook, asked me, why do we always complain about the sneaker game not being the way it used to be? Now, when they said that to me, it made me feel hella old. Hold on, set up everything in a minute. Ah, shit. Well, I'm not that old, but in I guess the sneaker world, I'm considered kind of old. I'm 28, about to be 29 soon. Actually, in a month. I'm a Libra, if anybody wanted to know or cared. But anyway, so with that being said, most likely the modern age of a sneakerhead these days is between the ages of like I guess like 13 to like 25, a little bit younger. I mean, but you can be any age you want to be whatever you want to be. I mean, it don't matter. But it's just like what society see you as around this age or a little bit older, you're considered an old sneakerhead or OG or whatever you want to call it. And I consider myself almost there because the shit I complain about and the shit I always want or wish could be, I just sound like how my parents used to be when I was younger, saying, "Oh, y'all kids don't know how good you got it, this, that, and the fourth, yada yada." I see myself doing the same thing now. I mean, that's going to happen. It's inevitable, but I didn't think it would happen this early. But anyway, what we mean, most people that think like me, that's my age, that actually was there to see it. I don't think you will. None of you young kids will ever get what we're talking about unless you were there. Because I give you, the only example I can clearly give y'all that y'all make you can relate to is school, elementary, middle school, high school. College, I don't really know too much about. I never been to college, but even if I was, I don't think college probably would relate the same as those kind of schools because in college you're basically your own person unless pops whoever your significant guardian still like taking care of you, doing everything for you. But majority of people get a job or something, so you're on your own. But in high school, some high school kids and other grades or whatever younger than that, you got to look to your parents or whoever your guardian is that take care of you for money, right? So, with that being said, a lot of the stuff that we always say, oh, well, we reliving our childhood. We either say we had these when we was younger, or we be like, uh, we always wanted these when we was younger, but couldn't get them because mom and dad couldn't afford it, or they wasn't paying that much or this much for a pair of sneakers. It's the same thing. Hold on. Oh Lord, they got the road blocked off. But it's kind of the same thing with this situation. So when I was younger, coming up, when I was in, I say, when I first started like really noticing Jordans was like when 11 came out. I think that was that third grade? It might have been third grade, maybe fourth. I'm not sure. One of them grades. Yeah, yeah, it was third. It was third. I remember because 13 came out when I was in fifth. But anyway, uh, that's when I first got hooked on to Jordans, and of course, like I told you earlier, mom and pops was trying to get them, but it wasn't like they didn't try. It was just like that was our first experience with sneakers selling out to the point like if you're not there the first day, you're not getting them. And mind you, I wore grade school, so they probably thought it wouldn't be a problem. I just choose to be there, but they were sold out too, I guess, or whatever. So I think like the main thing that we miss about that and that y'all are spoiled with is that it's colorways. Y'all get a colorway and a shoe almost every fucking weekend. I just be saying to myself, like, they need to slow the fuck down. I know it's all about money, but I don't think it's necessarily about money no more. It's about greed, because they make way more than enough money, but they just want to be greedy and keep making it. I don't blame you. If you can get it. But I miss the excitement. That's why I say, even though I don't like Yeezys, I love what Kanye's doing, even if he's not doing it on purpose. He's building that hysteria and excitement and buzz for a fucking shoe. And like, I think lately Yeezy's about the only shoe that I mostly see that don't get faked until the shoe actually comes out. It may be like no, nowadays I don't really fucking know, but I know like when the first Yeezy and the second Yeezy came out, I don't think that shoe got faked until the actual real shoe came out. So it's not like you'll see too many people with that shoe. But my point saying is that like the Red Octobers, it took forever for that fucking shoe to come out. I don't think Kanye did that on purpose, because I don't even think they released it until he left Nike. But it built so much hysteria that they put out unauthorized it, so everybody that couldn't wait got them shits. So you're gonna be questioned. But soon as they dropped that shit, they did it like how they did it back in the day. They just randomly dropped it, and niggas lost their minds. And mind you, there's only 3 colorways of the fucking the Yeezy 2. To my knowledge, there's only 3 colorways of the Yeezy 1, but I mean, it's probably a couple other colors, but they were samples, whatever. But meaning, Yeezys go for so much fucking money, and like they're so sought after, and it's only 3 fucking colorways. That's fucking crazy. When there's Jordans like the Jordan 1 alone got over 30 plus colorways. LeBron, I think I'm not too sure, but the LeBron 9, oh my god, that shit got over 20 fucking colorways. Like all these shoes that have been releasing lately got 10 plus colorways. When we were younger, we were lucky to get 4 colorways. If you got a 4th colorway, that was like a bonus, because mostly every Jordan I know like had 3 prime colorways, and you may get like 1 or 2 extras or a low here and there, but that was about it. And then next year you get the whole new shoe. That's what I wish. I don't know about everybody else, but me, that's what I wish we went back to. And of course the pricing and whatever, but that's inevitable. But I'm just saying, like, y'all spoiling it. I get like a million fucking colorways a fucking week, and that's why I think we bitch a lot that like y'all don't know like the excitement of that shit. Like, it was like you're in your own class if you had Jordans. Meaning, if I was probably this age back in the 90s, then I probably would have every single fucking pair of Jordans, literally. Like, when people tell you they had every fucking pair of Jordans back then, it's believable, because there wasn't that many fucking colors, and there wasn't that many fucking shoes coming out at one fucking time. Like I told you, okay, let's say the year I told you the 11 came out. The 11s only had 3 fucking colorways. All they had was the Concords, the Columbias, and the Bread 11s, and then they had the lows, the IEs, but everybody in my school called them imitations because they didn't have patent leather. So that's why, like, it's believable if somebody said they had every single Jordan. Even when they first started retroing, not even 94, well, the second time they started retroing, like starting in like 99, it still was believable if you had every pair of Jordans, because they were still releasing new models while they was doing the retros, and the new models still was moving. They might not have been moving as fast as like the retros, but they were still moving, not like these 28s and 29s and shits. So with that being said, like, I think, to me, I miss the most about back then is that the excitement for every fucking colorway to come out. Like, the only excitement nowadays for me, even if I don't want the fucking shoe, is when the 11s drop. Like, there's no excitement no more because there's no real camp outs. You're camping out for a ticket, so there's no real excitement. Meaning, like, even if it's a big turnout, it's still not that great because you don't get to see the shoe. You won't see the shoe until next week when you come pick it up, which is fucking corny. Like, I'd rather just see if motherfuckers will act civilized, but you can't expect people to act civilized during Christmas season. If you release a shoe anytime around Christmas, it's going to be crazy, especially when it's a fucking 11, which is coveted as the greatest shoe ever made. And like, I feel as though that's a well said statement, because the 11 been out since what, 95, 96, And every fucking time it dropped, it do numbers. Let's rewind it. I'm talking about the mid tops or high tops, not the low tops, because some low tops are hit and miss here and there. But high tops, even the Gammas, which is not even a great colorway, every single colorway they released did numbers, whether you liked it or not. And it's mostly because it came out around Christmas, so it caused hysteria and chaos and excitement and hype beast or whatever. So that's the same thing we was dealing with back then, but it was all year round because you only got 3 or 4 colorways. And if you missed that colorway when they first released, that was it. You better pray to God you can make the next colorway. And that's another thing I think a lot of people bitch about too, is that like on one note they be like make more pairs, but on the other note they be like they're making too many pairs because they constantly restock them. Like we say, okay, make a few extra pairs, but don't go overboard. And the reason I say now don't go fucking overboard is because y'all keep releasing the same shoe over and over. Whether you release it in different sizes or different forms, you're still releasing the same shoe. The Concord been released like 4 fucking times. The first time, the second time retro, the third time retro, and then they retroed it again in a lower form. The Breads was retro like 5 times. The first time, the second time when they retroed for the first time, then in the Countdown pack, then in the third retro a couple years ago, and then they retroed it in a low top form. Like y'all keep retroing the same shoe over and over again. So y'all starting to do overkill when you're constantly restocking. Like pump the brakes. And now it's even worse now because Unauthorized is around and they producing them shits like fucking cell phones. Like they every time they run out of a stock, they fucking make them shits. They don't stop because, and I don't blame them because they want that money and people want that shoe. But now it's like I feel as though if you're getting a Jordan to stun on niggas or to be the first one with it or anything in that category, then you're wasting your fucking time. Shit, I could say that about a lot of sneakers in general. Like a lot of sneakers you probably can get away with that shit, but it's not gonna have the same effect or buzz is like a New Balance or a Saucony. And the only other shoe that you're gonna get that type of reaction where as though you stunting on niggas and nobody really had that shoe is a Yeezy. And Yeezy ain't putting out that many colorways. And a side note, I fucking love Kanye West because of the simple fact he make niggas look like fucking idiots and go crazy over the ugliest piece of shit shoes I ever seen in my fucking life. And I say that to say this. I won't say everybody, but a lot of people are fucking hypocrites. I know a lot of people that say fucking Roshe runs are ugly as shit. Damn near every dude I fucking know walking this planet thinks Uggs are the ugliest, dumbest fucking shoes they ever seen a woman fucking wear. That's all that a Yeezy 750 Boost and a Yeezy 350 Boost is. It's just the 350 Boost is just a slimmer fit looking Roshe run with no like Nike look branding and a Boost sole. That's it. That's all the fuck it is. Literally, somebody literally took that Yeezy, put a Roshe run sole on it, and put a Nike swoosh on it. I couldn't tell the difference. Shit, Nike just, I think, I'm not crazy, but I could have sworn they just released a Roshe run in that fucking colorway, the first 350, not the black one. And then the 750 Boost, everybody said it. Even Kanye West said it himself. He tried to make a sexier Ugg boot for a man. That's all the fuck it is with a fucking strap. Like that shit look a fucking hot mess. And then he charged y'all $350 and said he had no idea that Adidas was going charge that price and make them that limited. But he took it and ran with it. From what he said, they gave him enough control, enough power to make moves and do what he want. How come he didn't do nothing about the price? How come he didn't do nothing about the actual shoes, like put out more? Because he was fine with it. And now they about to release the all black one, is the Yeezy Season 2. And I don't see that price being any lower. But the only time we'll tell. I already seen the collection for his clothes and his duck boots, which is like somebody literally put it side by side. It really looks like homeless men clothes. And like duck boots alone are like $500. I seen one of his jackets are like $1,000. Are you fucking kidding me? Like, and I say That's the only reason I say I love Kanye West, because he make people look stupid. A lot of shit on a regular basis, on a daily basis, y'all would say is ugly as shit. Laugh at people for wearing that type shit. He got y'all niggas drooling and going crazy over. So I commend him for that. But back to what I was talking about. I'm gonna try to wrap it up real quick because you know I talk too much. Basically, in closing, we just miss the old days of like not super camping, but coming to the store like maybe an hour before the store opens to get the damn shoe, and then still be a few pairs left. Like we dealing with that now, but it's only because the price is too damn high. Back then the prices was just right. We might still say it's too high, but it was affordable. Like no, everybody don't want to pay 150 because I think the 12 or the 13 was the first shoe that went for like 150, and because the 11 was 125. So like we still were saying that's expensive, but it was affordable. 190 is way too expensive. Us way too expensive. It's affordable if Jordans was releasing like back then, like I was telling you, 3 or 4 colorways a year, or like every 6-7 months, and then you get a new fucking shoe, then it would be affordable. But the fact that you're releasing a 190 shoe almost every fucking weekend, can't nobody constantly pay that goddamn price. Like that's too much. Like that's why your shoes are gonna sit. So either you're gonna lower the price or you're gonna be sitting on a lot of fucking inventory. So I mean, I don't see ever going back even at some point of how I used to be back then, but we can hope and pray. And if I ever can get a store or get in a position of something like that, I promise you, with my blood, sweat, and tears, I would literally have releases like that. 12 o'clock midnight. Uh, I wouldn't even probably want a whole lot of inventory. I would only want a certain amount of colorways and just release them shits like how they do it back then. Cause I'm promise you, if we could make a movie or we could really like have a video or somebody had a video of back then or somehow transport people back then, you would see what the hell we cry about and we talk about. I wish I was an adult when this happened, but I was in school, so I would see the mass hysteria and like how like all of a sudden sneakers became such a hot topic in school, because before then it was toys and shit. But like when I got to 3rd and 4th grade, ever since then, like I say maybe every 2 months the talk would be about a fucking pair of Jordans. So that's why when people say LeBron's is better than Jordan, Yeezy isn't for, it'll never be, because Jordan was on his own lifeline. Like it was Penny out there bargaining on him, but nobody focused on them more than Jordan. Nowadays, people are focusing on LeBron and other people because Jordan like had his run. Like now he's just reliving his legacy by constantly retroing the same shoe in different fucking colorways. So he don't even count, his fucking legacy is solidified. He don't have to do, if he don't want to make another shoe no more, he don't fucking have to. He still be better because nobody, like there will be no sneaker game. Everybody knows this. There will be no sneaker games, no sneaker culture events, fucking campouts, LeBron crazy shoes, KD, none of these motherfuckers. It would be none of this shit if it wasn't for Jordan Brand and Jordan. Of course, there's Tinker and everybody else that was in it, but if it wasn't for Jordan even being in the league, there will be none of this right now. So, rate, comment, subscribe. I'll talk y'all ear off tomorrow.